Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel. In this video, we have a lot of Christmas crafts that we have to get done. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I had purchased this frame from Hobby Lobby and it's their everyday home decor, so it's not part of any season, and I really liked it. In fact, I bought two of them, so we're going to craft with one of them. Of course, it had some type of design on here and I didn't really care for it, but I did like the concept of the frame and then the tassel and of course the beaded work here at the top. So my thought process was I was going to do a Santa letter and have it on display, but then I'm like, you know what, I have these cute little wood cutouts from Michael's and I thought it'd be a cute idea to add these light bulbs to this design. And I debated on whether I was going to paint them or not, but I thought it'd be kind of cute just to leave them the natural wood because it would tie in the beaded work here at the top. So this is from Michael's. It was $2.99 full price, but I know I didn't pay that. It was probably more so like, you know, like 50 or 75 cents or something to that effect. So I bought a few of them and I thought it'd be really cute to go ahead and glue them on here and then of course put some vinyl on each one. So I'm going to put this to the side and we're going to go ahead and weed this out. So this is one of my favorite fonts to use for Christmas. It's like Christmas craft font and I believe I got it from Design Bundles and I really like it. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and trim this down a little bit so that way you don't waste some of this red vinyl, although I do have plenty of it. I thought I was going to use this red vinyl a lot in my crafting for Christmas this season, but turns out I'm using this burgundy color that I have here. So this is a really pretty, if we can go ahead and get it out. You guys, if you watch any of my other videos, you will see that I've used this quite a bit, but I thought this would be kind of cute to use this bright red against this natural wood. So at least that's my thought process. In fact, I was going to go a different route with, like I said, I was going to go with a Santa Claus SVG, or a Santa letter, Santa mail, I should say, with this particular design. And I may do it, but just the font was too small, and I've been having, me and my Cricut are having a lover spat because it's tearing up my vinyl. And I'm not sure what's going on. I've been having a lot of issues with my Cricut and with the Oracle 651. So I thought, you know what, I'll just try it a different day and we'll just use this for this project. Okay, so I just wrote out the word joy, and let me go ahead and get some transfer tape here. I think this size should be good to go. Okay, it is. Let's move that to the side. And then go ahead and measure out about what I need. And then go ahead and peel this back. Okay, take that to the side. And I'm just going to use the same transfer tape for the entire 3 letters. Go ahead and burnish this down. I'll do front and the back. Okay. All right, let's move this over. Actually, I don't need to bring that in. I can just bring this in. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the first letter on here. And I thought about using white vinyl, but I thought, it's probably too much. I need a pop of color. So that's why I opted for this bright red color. Okay, let's go ahead and get that burnished down. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and get the next letter. Now, a lot of today's projects, let's see here, I'm not sure how many is on my list. I have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, and only one's completely vinyl. The rest is pieces like this. I mean, different designs, of course. Then we have a door sign that we're going to do as well. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute. And so let's go ahead and bring this in. And I don't know if I mentioned, but these pieces I got from Michael's. I'm pretty sure I did mention that, but you know, they always have a really good sale. Plus you get they constantly have discounts. I think this needs to come up just a smidge. Okay. See, I'm just trying to get an idea. Okay. Oh, I think it moved on me, but it'll be right. Okay. And then, of course, the last one. Go ahead and throw that away. Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to bring these down and add my Y. I think that's about right. This is the whitest one out of all the three of them, so I think that's good. Okay. So it just says joy. I like the simplicity of it. Okay, so what we'll do now, and as if you've been following my channel, you know that I typically try to opt to not paint when I don't, if I can avoid it. So this was just some cardstock that I added to it. You'll see that actually, I don't know if you can tell, but I didn't get quite the right measurement. Somehow I got off a little bit, but I think that it will be okay. I mean, I don't think you would have even noticed it if I did not point it out. So my idea was to align them straight up and down like that, or I can kind of keep that one straight and angle that. Not sure which one I want to do. Okay, so I think I'll just have them go straight up and down as best as possible. And then of course I'm going to want to get this centered. I'm going to go ahead and move that to the side here. Okay, that's good. I think I might be off by a 32nd, but I think it'll be okay. All right, so now what I'll do is I'll get my Fabri-Tac glue. And I just use this Beacon Fabri-Tac glue. I really like it because if you use hot glue, to me, it just kind of, you have to work fast. And also it just kind of adds, not as smooth, it doesn't lay down as smooth as this Beacon Fabri-Tac glue. So. I'm going to place the Y down again, trying to make sure that we align it as best as possible. And this glue sets up pretty quickly. Not as quick as hot glue though, so you gotta be a little bit patient. And I'm just gonna hold it up just a little bit just to make sure that I have everything straight up and down. Oops. Just had to be quick about it. All right, there we go. And so then of course I'm gonna have to let this dry and it will be good to go. So our first craft project, pretty easy to do. And you know, if you want, you can intertwine some ribbon or string and kind of have it strung like this, or just, you know, use a small bow to cover up these holes. But I actually kind of like it the way it is, so I'm not even going to fuss with it. And again, it's just going to hang up like this and be part of the decor in my house. All right, well, first one down, let's go ahead and move into the next project. So in keeping in the theme of gluing down wood cutouts, we're going to continue on with 2 more projects and then we'll hit up a vinyl. So this project is not going to have any vinyl because sometimes you just don't need to add anything other than just what it is. So I'm going to show you what I normally do when it comes to these wood blanks and what I do to add cardstock. So of course what I do is I measure both the width and then the height and then cut it out. And I already done that, and somehow I managed to get off just a little bit here at the top. So, and this again, this is from Hobby Lobby. And it's just this cute little chicken. It's just not my style. And it was on clearance for $2.99. So it was like originally $12 and I got it for $3, so 75% off. And what I'm going to do is, so I already put some double-sided tape down, and then I'm going to put this down. And however, like I said, I got off just a smidge because they don't make these frames squared at all. So what my thought process is to, and I honestly don't need this big of a size, but I thought if I just layer it, and then you can kind of not even tell at that point, because then it just looks like it's part of the design. So I got this cardstock. I'm not even sure, and this is actually even cute as it is as well, if you want to put that in your cardstock. This cardstock I got years and years ago, so I don't even remember what, you know, what it is. So so I thought it'd be kind of cute, since I'm not adding any vinyl, to use a pattern cardstock and just apply a cute little star. Again, as I was mentioning earlier, my Cricut and I are having a lover spat, and I was going to put like Oh Holy Night or Silent Night on here, but the vinyl was too small apparently, and it was just not cutting out nicely. So, alright, so I got that down, and then what I'll do is I just got this double-sided tape from Amazon. You can get it at any craft store. So I'm going to add another layer here, and I just used my weeding tool to smooth it down. Okay, so now what I'll do is, actually I need to go ahead and remove this part. And let me tell you, this one, picking out the pattern, took some time because I really had a lot of cute pattern paper that I wanted to use, but I couldn't find the one that I really liked, or I couldn't choose all of the many ones I liked. So this one took some time to figure out, you know, what I wanted. Now, just as a reminder, I did not line up my big piece on this side, right? Because then I would have that issue here. So I had to line it here, and then you're gonna see through it a lot. Now, sometimes I usually just leave that and I don't even fuss with it. But it had a black and white checkered, and I thought, well, that has to get covered. That's pretty noticeable. Sometimes you can get away with it, other times you can't. This star I got, I think it came in a pack of 4, and I got it from Hobby Lobby, and we're just gonna put this star here. So I thought that was kind of cute, kind of farmhouse Americana. It's kind of reading a little Americana for me, but I don't know, something different. And I had these stars in my craft room, gosh, for a while. And I told myself that I had to craft with it. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this measured out. Do I want it like this? No. And then I just want to try to find center. So I'm going to hold it up so I can see. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll hold it down and apply some pressure until this dries up a little bit or becomes adhered to the cardstock, because there's a nail in there, not a nail, but a staple, that because it's an ornament, and I cut the twine off, but I couldn't get that staple off, so it's not completely smooth in the back. All right, there we go. Easy project. And didn't really, sometimes you don't need things, you don't need to have any words on there. Sometimes it's just enough with the background and then of course the star. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next project. In this project, we are going to apply this beautiful cardstock as part of the Christmas theme. I could definitely do this color, but I really like this pattern. And this is actually from Hobby Lobby, and in their Christmas section. I bought 2 of them, so I like this, but what I really like is the stain, and I like how it's a deep frame. So then my idea was to add this pattern paper to it, and then of course just add this house, and then we'll call it a day. So let's go ahead and apply some double-sided tape to, I think I might have gotten it too long, to our, now this actually is cut pretty close to the size of the paper, so I put it in there just make sure that I don't lose the cardstock. Put this in here and when it come out. So I thought, well, do I really need to add cardstock to it? I'm like, yeah, I better before it falls. So now I could use you can use art glitter glue. Art glitter glue does a wonderful job with cardstock. It dries clear. It doesn't leave ripples in the cardstock or anything. But if I'm being honest, my art glitter glue is like completely glued up, oddly enough, and I can't open it, and I don't want to break it, so I kind of just like, oh, I'll just use my double-sided, and I use double-sided tape a lot anyways for these type of projects. So which you'll see the next, or one of the projects, well, yeah, it will be the next project, that I got the paper in there all kind of wonky, like pushed to one side, and unfortunately I can't do anything about it because unless I ripped it apart, and I didn't want to do that because that would create another issue. So I should have used my art glitter glue because that allows room for adjustment while you're trying to position the paper. So I might end up, because I do this a lot and I've been off quite a bit just because, again, they're not perfect. They're not perfectly squared. So it's hard for me to cut. And you'll see in the other, well, I'll bring it up here in a little bit. But for example, when I was cutting out the paper, and I know I can paint, yes, but I just, oh, if I can avoid it, I'm going to avoid it. But I have a hard time not getting it on the walls of the frame. But anyway, the frame was slightly smaller at the top than it is at the bottom, so I had to like keep on trimming off, and then I think I trimmed too much, and then it was just it was a hot mess. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll get this in here. Okay. Okay, now this is from Michael's. And this is what I was talking about with the star. It has these little staples in here, and I just didn't have a chance to get that off. But these are ornaments. Of course, you can, if you could use this for someone who just purchased a home. You can say, my first Christmas in my home or something like that. That would be really cute, and then give that as a gift. But I am actually going to just glue it here. And I don't know, I don't know anyone that just purchased a home. This would be a really cute gift if I put my first home or my first, something like that. I don't know. And I'm looking at this now and I'm thinking it's a little, I have an idea. It's reading a little plain to me. And I have an idea how to remedy that issue. So let's just get this glue down first. I don't really want to cut out any vinyl. But I have an idea. I think it would be the perfect thing. Okay, so... Okay, this would be a super cute Christmas gift. If, like I said, if someone had just purchased a home and... But, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get something. I think that will make this look just what it needs. Because, like I said, it's reading a little plain to me. So hang on tight and let me go get it. So I have a few different options. I have this cute little wreath. Then I have this gingerbread. I think I like, and I used this gingerbread in a previous project, and maybe I should keep, I don't know, that little wreath is just, I don't know. No, that'd be too much. No, it's too small for one. Okay. So, the only reason why I'm not opting, I really am leaning towards this, but the reason why I'm not opting to do that is the greens don't match up. Not that they have to match up though. But my other idea is to use this puffy paint and turn this into a gingerbread house. So I just don't know how well I'm going to be able to do this freehand. I don't trust myself. You know what? I think we'll do the puffy paints and we'll make it a gingerbread house, because I'm kind of doing a gingerbread theme in one area of my house. So that's what we are going to do. Okay. So let's go ahead and design this. Now, ideally, you're going to want to do this when it's not in this, because it's kind of getting in my way of adding the puffy paint. Now, you most certainly can get different puffy paint colors, and that would be super adorable. But there we go. All right. So then what we'll do is we will put that aside, and then once this officially dries, then I'll put this on here and see if that will, let me know in the comments section. I mean, you'll see in the thumbnail what I ended up doing, because I will end up taking pictures once this dries, but, well, yeah. But anyway, so let me know. I think that would be too much, so I think I probably won't end up doing that. Yeah, I don't know if I'm liking how this is turning out, but you know what? We will just live and learn, and And if you're going to do this, I would probably add some vinyl or gift this for someone's first Christmas in their new home. But yeah, we'll see. And I don't know, maybe I can just, now that would be kind of cute, right? No, I think I'm overthinking this now. I kind of want the gingerbreads to be the same color, but I kind of want this darker one just because, nope, I don't know. We'll see what we'll end up doing, but this might be a fail, but I'm going to keep it in the video anyways because maybe it can give you some inspiration. I'm not a big fan of this, but it is what it is. I'm a little bummed about this. I can probably maybe rip this up and start all over. In fact, oh, good, I can. All right, so I think I'll just try something different and see how it goes. So I ended up taking it off. I really did not really like how it turned out, but I found this cute ornament that I had, and I'm not sure if this is from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. It's one of the two, and I thought this would be kind of cute just adding it to the center. Luckily, I pulled it up the house. I pulled it up just in time for it to, before it really set, and for enough time for me to put this down. Now you do see a little bit of the glue on there still, but once this gets put down, you won't even notice. So there we go. And it just says a very merry holly jolly Christmas. And I really liked how that turned out. I think what I'll do is, still, I don't think I'm completely pleased with this. I might end up painting this white, so while it's on there, and I can just go and paint this white and see how it looks. But the only reason why I'm not opting to do white is just because of this cream here. So, you know what? I think I'll just leave it as is, and it's not like I can't rip up the paper and add it to it or do something different with it. But I think I like this a lot better than that house. So, okay, let's go ahead and move into a vinyl project. I had purchased this frame from Hobby Lobby, and this is actually part of their Christmas decor, and I really liked the frame. However, I didn't really particularly like what was on there, so of course, I'm going to do what I normally do and add some cardstock. Of course, you can paint it. And then, and again, it's just a little cute little kick out stand. So I'm going to have it displayed. Let me go ahead and move that out. And it just is supposed to sit out like, oops, didn't mean to hit the camera. And it just sits out like this. So it's pretty big. I don't know if you guys were able to see that in camera. But yeah, so that is what that is. And then what's great about this is I could add another cardstock on top of it or take this out, and then she can be redesigned for something else for a different season. So this was originally $16 and it was 50% off, so $8. Not a bad deal. Would I have liked to pay 75%? Yep, I definitely would have, but unfortunately their Christmas stuff is not on sale just yet. So I got two different vinyls going on. So let's go ahead and get those weeded out. Now, these are the same color vinyls that I'm using throughout this Christmas season, just to kind of keep it in theme with the in theme with the rest of the projects. Alright, this was a little bit of a challenge, as I said in my Cricut. I don't know if it's just the vinyl or what is going on, but we made it through. Had to work in sections to get the vinyl to not completely ruin my project. There we go. So that's just one part. I'm hoping the next part is going to be easier. All right, let's put that aside. And then I have this. And in fact, I can probably save. Let's see. Okay. Let's go ahead and weed out the middles very carefully. So that's good. And that came off really good. Okay. Not bad. Not the greatest, but not that bad. So we'll make sure that that was laying down. Okay. So we got, there's no place like home for the holidays. So we're going to put the green down first. So let me go ahead and get some transfer tape. And then I'm going to go ahead and, let's see here, put that there for now. In fact, I like to go on the side here, or I like to, I guess it really doesn't matter if it's upside down or right side up. And then let me peel back my transfer tape. So let's go ahead and move this down a little bit. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and burnish it. And let's go ahead and peel this back. I might end up having to trim this off on the sides, so we'll see how it goes. The less transfer tape, the better. It can really mess with the alignment. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring this in and let's get this centered. I think what I'll do is add some parchment paper. So let's go ahead and get this centered. And just looking at I need it to go way down because I have my bells. Good thing I looked at that because I was thinking I need to go up more. So I need to come way down here. And if I need to cut it apart, I need to cut it apart. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. So I'm talking about the bells. In case I misaligned this a little bit, but I think that looks good. Just looking at it pretty closely. Normally I sit down and craft, but this I need to stand up. This is a little bit harder to get centered from sitting. If I stood up every time I craft, I would be on my feet for hours on end. Okay, so I think this is straight. So I'm going to commit. We're doing it. Okay. So I'm pushing down the bottom here. Got it further down than I think I needed to, but it'll be right. Okay. There we go. Okay, that works. Okay. varnish it down. I'm so excited to see this all come together. Oh, it's laying down really nicely. Okay, move my parchment paper. Beautifully. Beautiful. So I'm gonna lay this down because I need to make sure all these bells. Oh, I guess I should have thought about that a little bit better. Okay. I'm like, why is this lining up? Then I realized I have it backwards. Wow. Okay, guys. I probably need to call it a night here soon, but I got one more craft project and then I am out of here. All right. I was like, this is not, and I realized I lost a star. I don't know if I like that. You know what? I'm going to take that star off. Because if that star is supposed to, I'm going to keep it to the side here. Because if that star is supposed to go above one of the trees and there's supposed to be another star, then what I typically do is like, all right, it doesn't really need it. I can get away with not having it. So that way they're symmetrical and I don't have to worry about it. That is just how I craft. So you know what, let's just do this. I think what I'll do is I will do them separately. And actually, because I was thinking these bells go on top. You know what? I might make them to go on top. I thought they were supposed to, but no, they're actually supposed to go there. So I actually told myself I was going to bring this up. I had it all queued up on my computer to look at for reference. But this is real life crafting. And now I feel like I could have saved myself some vinyl knowing that I am going to do it like this. But there's not much, you know, I really can't do anything about it. So, and I do have that little swoosh there that is not gonna, like I said, this should have been up, but it'll be fine. So what I will do is I will cut it. And then it will look like nothing ever happened. So, come here. There. You would have never known that that part was cut off unless you watched my video. So, let's go ahead and now, how do I want to place these? Again, they were supposed to go here. Do we like that above? Can't see. Do we like it here? That's where they're supposed to go. However, I think in order to combat it being pushed down, what I will do is I will put it up here. No, I don't like that. All right, we will just okay. Let me just cut this out. let me go ahead and think about this, and then in your guys' time, it's literally going to be the next frame. In my time, it might take me a minute to figure out where this is going to go, but we're going to figure this out. So what I did was I cut those two apart and put them up there. I didn't really like them there because it's just so much space, and I'm trying to offset how off-center this got, because like I said, I thought, well, actually originally thought these, you know, this goes all the way up towards the top, and then I must have misjudged it a little bit. But overall, I think that this turned out really well, and I lost that star that was on here. I knew I should have put it in a better place, but I'm just looking around to see if I have that star anywhere. Okay, I don't have that because I thought maybe I could add that star somewhere else, but it's all right. Overall, even though I've had some issues with trying to weed it out and then applying it, I think overall it turned out super cute. And again, it's just, it has a little kickstand here at the bottom, and then it's just going to stand up. So, all right, let's go ahead and move into our last project of the video. This is our last project, and we're making a door sign, and I'm super thrilled to be making this. So this is going to kind of tie in everything that we have been working on with the wood cutouts, and I want to kind of explain everything. So this wood round is from Hobby Lobby. Now these wood letters, they came in this little craft container here, and I think, let's see here, it's from, well, this is from last year, but I'm sure they have the same one this year. And of course, you know, we've seen the star version of this, and then I have these trees here, so I thought it would be really cute to go ahead and layer them as such. And then I painted the letters. So I did Merry in this red color, and then Christmas in this other color. And then what we were going to do is just assemble them. So I had to add maybe 2 or 3 layers of paint, and you can, I really like the fact that you can see the natural wood coming through. And again, you could leave it, actually I thought about leaving it like that, and it's actually really pretty, just to kind of give you an idea what that looks like. So I really liked that, but I thought, you know what, let's just go ahead and keep in trend with the red and green of this holiday season. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get a placement for, you know, about where everything is going to go. Do I want it to go down? No, I want it to go up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm probably going to get this aligned first and then align everything else. And I want to keep in mind, I'm going to use this twine as my center here. So I want to make sure that, you know, we're centered with that. And then of course I'm going to use my Beacon Fabri-Tac glue for this project. But before I even glue anything down, the trees is what I'm going to get down first, and then the rest I can just work around it. Through a loop, but I think I got everything somewhat centered, and if I don't, then you know, there's not much I can do about that. But I think overall, I think this turned out super adorable. Okay, we had 5 on our list. For some reason, I feel like I'm missing one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just looking at my list here, and yeah, I think I only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the or in the video today, so I think they all came together really nicely. But you can kind of see the theme of this video with all the wood cutouts. And yes, we did have one completely full of vinyl or only vinyl, but overall I think that this is one of the few videos that I don't have a whole lot of vinyl that I'm using. A lot of my videos for Christmas does entail a lot of vinyl, but I think overall I'm really excited about how everything turned out. So I like that the simplicity of this. I like the background, so it's more so about the cardstock that added value to this. I think this really tied in with this as well. This whole Merry Christmas, a very Merry Holly Jolly Christmas. And I actually really liked that while this is kind of big in nature for such a small little laser wood cutout, I still think that it makes a really pretty statement. And more so, I just really like this cardstock that I used. And again, don't be afraid to use patterns with your if you do implement this idea of buying these frames or these wall decors or home decor and then applying your own cardstock. I usually opt for something white like this one, but I really liked the fact that, you know, the natural wood of these Christmas bulbs or light bulbs ties in with this beaded work. And then lastly, this one, I really liked how this turned out. I really can't wait to go ahead and kick this part out and let it sit somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where this is going to go. I think this is going to have to go in the Christmas, or I'm sorry, this is going to have to go in the kitchen area, I think, only because I think this has a cute little gingerbread, kind of fits in with a theme that I have going on in my kitchen area, but we shall see. And then lastly, this one was a labor of love. While the lining of my letters kind of threw me for a loop, I still think that it turned out pretty cute, and I really like how this turned out. Now, don't be afraid just to leave it natural, paired with this darker stain, whatever the stain is. I didn't stain it, it's just it came this way. I really liked how that turned out, and I debated on painting it or not, but you know what? This is actually going to go in my front door, so I don't think you'd be able to see. Now, if this is going to be like in your home and people can come close to it, then I would say, yeah, attempt to leave the letters natural. But because this is going to be in my front door, you're not going to be able to see the letters, in my opinion, that well if it's not painted. So that's why I opted to paint the letters. And then, of course, left this the way it is. But of course, don't be afraid to, you know, do some snowflakes on there or paint it green or whatever. But I just like the pattern or the wood streaks that you have in these trees. All right, well, that is all I have for you in this video. Thanks again for watching. Please make sure that you leave a comment letting me know that you made it through and letting me know which one your favorite craft project was in this video. And also be sure to like and subscribe and share this to anyone who would be interested in watching. I'm trying to grow my channel slowly but surely, and again, I really appreciate your guys' feedback, and I like that you're watching my videos. I really appreciate that. And again, I hope that you have a wonderful day and a Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching.